There's a moment that happens not with a bang, not with fireworks, but quietly in the stillness. A shift, a flicker, a realization that maybe, just maybe, you were never as broken as you believed. You've spent so long carrying doubt, not because you aren't capable, but because the world never handed you a clear mirror. You were told to be realistic, to tone it down, to stay in line, stay small, stay safe. And somewhere along the way, you started to believe it. So you shrank. Not because you weren't enough, but because you were afraid of being too much for people who didn't know what to do with your light. And every time you felt the urge to rise, to speak, to try, you second-guessed it. You told yourself, who am I to do this? But the real question was always, who are you not to? Because the fire, it never left you. It may have dimmed, it may have been buried under fear or silence, but it's still there, waiting. And this moment you're in now, this edge you're standing on, it's not the end of your story. It's the turning point. Because you're not broken, you're not lost, you're not behind, you're just waking up to who you really are and what you've always carried inside you. You don't need to be perfect, you don't need every answer, you don't need to earn your worth by proving something to the world. You just need to stop waiting to feel ready, waiting for a sign, waiting for someone else to believe in you first. You are the sign. You are the one you've been waiting for. The version of you that's confident, that trusts themselves, that walks forward without looking back, that version lives inside you. They've been there this whole time. You've just been too distracted by the noise, by fear, by the weight of past failures, by the lies that said you're not enough just to keep you small. But you're not small. You're not fragile. You're not here to live someone else's version of safe. You're here to build, to rise, to speak with a voice you've been holding back, to walk into rooms like you belong because you do. And even if your hands shake, even if your voice wavers, even if no one claps when you take the first step, you take it anyway. That's where the shift happens, not when you're fearless, but when you move in spite of the fear. Because belief doesn't always come first. Sometimes action does. Sometimes you have to move with uncertainty and let belief catch up to your courage. The world doesn't need a quieter version of you. It doesn't need a watered down dream or a half-lived life. It needs the real you. The one who stopped apologizing. The one who shows up without waiting to be chosen. The one who builds from the ashes of every doubt they ever carried. That version of you, they're not some fantasy. They are you, without fear running the show. You don't need to keep chasing the right time. This is the time. You don't need someone else to open the door. You've been holding the key all along. You were made for more. You feel it. You've always felt it. And now, it's time to stop doubting it. Start now. Not when it's perfect, not when it's easy, not when it's guaranteed. Start because you've waited long enough. Start because the version of you who rises, who thrives, who leads, who breathes deeply without shame, they've been waiting long enough. You are not a question mark. You are a bold statement, and it's time the world heard you loud and clear.